You know, the way we travel is completely changing. It's becoming less about just checking a place off a map and more about, well, checking in with yourself. There's this fundamental shift happening where we're moving from just sightseeing to something more like soul-seeing. So let's dive into what that really means. So when we talk about wellness travel today, we're not just talking about spas and yoga anymore. It's going way deeper than that. It's becoming a journey that uses the planet's most basic elements, we're talking fire, water, and sound, to totally recalibrate our minds and bodies. And our journey starts right here, in the spiritual heart of Bali, Ubud. Just picture it, that morning light cutting through the clouds, lighting up these incredible terraced rice fields as mist rises up from the valley. This isn't just a pretty picture, it's the gateway to a really profound inward journey. But the big question is, why Bali? What's the deal with this one island? What is it about its energy that's made it a global center for these kinds of deep, transformative experiences? Well, the spiritual idea behind Bali is pretty incredible. Get this. Some people believe it's one of only 12 major Earth energy centers on the entire planet. The local belief is that the land itself holds this powerful, purifying force that can actually protect and cleanse anyone who comes here. And this energy is channeled through a worldview that's built on 4 key pillars. You have water, to wash away impurities, sound, to adjust our inner frequencies, the forest, to purify the senses, and fire, which symbolizes transformation and rebirth. These 4 elements together, they basically form a sacred map for healing. All right, let's dive into that map. And we're going to start with maybe the most dramatic and powerful element of all, fire. So what you're seeing here is the Agni Yajna. It's this ancient, sacred fire ceremony, and that's High Priest Ehata Guru leading it. And this doesn't happen at some fancy resort. Nope. This takes place at night in the quiet of a local family's home, connecting you to a practice that feels absolutely timeless. So how does this actually work? Well, you gather around the sacred fire. You listen as the priest and his family start these ancient chants, and then you're guided to take a handful of white rice. The final step? You cast that rice right into the flames. It's this physical act of releasing all those unspoken thoughts and just trusting the fire to transform them. And the feeling of this is, wow. One person who did this put it perfectly. The sound of the rice falling into the flame was light, but it felt like a symbol, entrusting heavy, unspoken thoughts to the fire for transformation. It's about letting go, but in a way that feels incredibly real and tangible. Okay, so from the raw intensity of fire, our journey now shifts to its complete opposite, the calm, cleansing power of water. We've arrived at Mingnin Temple, a sacred place with a history that might go back 1,000 years. And right here, you have this holy spring water just pouring out of the rock. The belief is that this water can literally wash away old, stagnant energy. Even just the sound of it is said to calm your mind. But what really makes this place special is the atmosphere. It's hidden away deep in a traditional village. This isn't some tourist trap. It's a real, authentic place of worship. And that quiet, that reverence, that's a huge part of its healing power. And just to give you a sense of how different this is, think about other famous temples in Bali. They're usually packed with people, right? Well, Mingnin is quiet. It's totally undisturbed. It's a sacred place, not famous for celebrity visits. And that's because access is protected. It's arranged through local village partnerships, which ensures the whole experience stays sacred and personal, not commercialized. All right, next up on our sacred map, we're going to turn inward. We're exploring the 3rd element, the subtle but incredibly powerful world of sound. This is practitioner Ibu Ayu Indra, and she uses these ancient Balinese instruments, like these incredible singing bowls, to create what's called healing frequencies. The basic idea? It's that these vibrations can literally retune your body and your spirit, kind of like tuning a guitar, bringing you back to your natural state of harmony. I know, it might sound a little out there, but the physical effects are surprisingly real. People who experience this talk about their breathing getting deeper, their heartbeat slowing right down. They feel these vibrations move up their spine and through their whole body. It's this wild sensation of being gently reorganized from the inside out. So, you've gone through the intensity of fire, the cleansing of water, and the vibrations of sound. What's the big takeaway from all of this? It's actually really simple, but also really profound. This whole thing, it's a journey back to yourself. There's a quote that just nails it. If travel was once about escape, this is a return journey. See, through these ancient rituals, you're not running away from your life. You're actually finding your way back to the most essential, authentic part of who you are. It's like by stripping away all that external noise, these elemental experiences help you finally start to hear yourself again, maybe for the first time in a long time. And that leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it? In this crazy, noisy world we all live in, how do you find your own true voice?
喜欢这种学习方式，欢迎订阅我的频道，让我们一起用下一个10分钟，把商业英文变简单。